Good morning. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? I'm having tech issues again. I'm doing the best I can. I It's doing that thing again where I can't hear sound when I play video or when I talk to Charlie. So we can't use Charlie today. You're stuck listening to me. But thankfully I have an exciting topic to talk about. So welcome. Get your coffee, get your waffles, your pancakes, your eggs, your bacon, and bring your bacon to the so to the chair. Sit your bacon in the chair and listen up. All right. I'm going to talk for a little bit. I had a topic this morning. The AI. Part of this is an example. Let me reset. This tech stuff is really throwing me off. Part of what I'm doing with the AI is sort of AI evangelism. It's showing people what they themselves can start to do with the AI. So yesterday we learned about these 8 kind of story universes that we live in, and there could be more, but those are the 8 that I see on here most often, I think. Well, the AI this morning, I think I'm coming down with something. The AI this morning helped me go even deeper. Emergency, put it in the back. I really need to do this topic. Can you wait 15? I'll try to get through it quickly. Um, so part of how I got here, I started thinking about these. It started with this. This is an experience that I've had here in the Panelverse for probably years now. Because of some of the story universes that people here live in, particularly the oppression one, the victimhood one, the cosmic crusader one, it frames people in such a way that if you step into a certain role, or if you even are just being who you are, you instantly become the enemy in their universe. And because I support the system, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I like having a job. I like paying taxes. I like having a system to regulate driving and driver's license and all that stuff. So because I don't have a problem with the system and I'm willing to participate in it, and I do so willingly in certain mythic frameworks, they see that as betrayal, like you are contributing to the enemy. You are supporting something they see as so evil, it needs to be eradicated from the human race. And just my willingness to pay taxes or my willingness to participate in the workforce can make me a villain or an enemy just because of the story lens that people see the world through. And so it went from there to kind of looking at the different types of villains that appear in each of these story myths. And I started to notice that they were all more or less versions of Saturn, the Saturn energy, the father energy. Some say the dark father, the authoritarian father. It's the boundary setter, the limit drawer, any suggestion of a limitation. And so it got me thinking about fathers and people. This is all kind of a I didn't grow up with a father, and I did not grow up with a lot of authority, and so I don't have this I never grew up with people telling me what to do. I don't have this internalized sense of authority that I'm fighting back against. I didn't have mean teachers that made me do things, um, so it may be psychologically I'm lacking that sense of father that they're fighting against, but as I started talking with the AI about these myths and this father pattern, um what we kind of both started to discover is that These are actually immature versions of fuller myths, and once you and but they're also the starting points for initiatory paths that can take you through to the mature version of this myth. So, I guess what I'm saying is each one of these story patterns are not bad in and of themselves. They are the starting point of something that, when matured, is actually something beneficial and good for society. So, what I want to do today is kind of go over each one and show the positive potential in each one and how to get there from where you are today. Um, Real quick, what I was really looking for with this enemy thing is a way to help people identify what story universe they're living in. And an easy way to do that is, what are you fighting against? Who is your enemy? What do you see as the enemy or the problem? And what does victory look like to you when you overcome the enemy? What does that look like? And so those three things, kind of, who is your enemy? What are you fighting against? What does victory look like? Can give you an idea to your story universe. But then from there, it turns out that you're just more or less fighting a version of the father, except for my story myth, which is the sovereign hero. That's the only story myth that doesn't necessarily have an external villain. Most of the obstacles and the things you're battling are internal. Now, you can have external villains if somebody gets in your path and tries to actively stop you from enacting your sovereign heroism. But mostly the battle is internal. All of the other myths have some kind of external limit setter that they're fighting against, either internally or externally. Most men most of us don't live in reality at all. We live more in these story universes than we live in actual reality, because the reality gets filtered through the story universe. And they come in two forms. Like I said, they have an immature form, which is, it's very reactive. It's not grounded. It's kind of, in Jungian term, it's the puer. You have the puer and the senex, the eternal youth, the Peter Pan, the lost boy, the adult that never grew up, and you have the mature myth, which is the mature myth is produces the mature individual, which is the elder, the father, the one that establishes society, the one that keeps society going, etc. So it's kind of going from youth to adulthood and from immature story universe to mature story universe without having to grow out of your personal myth. Because we can become trapped in the immature versions and just stay there and stagnate. And I think we see a lot of that here. So, like I said, the immature myths are reactive. They're usually driven by or formed by a reaction to very early wounds in life or fears, rebellion against things that were undesirable to us. The mature myths are more integrated. It's you accepting responsibility. Some of the stuff, you start to see the internal source of it, and you start to be able to work some of it out internally, where you have way more agency. You start to use your agency. The immature myths, a lot of them seem to require these external enemies or villains. And the mature myths, that you start to see some of that get dropped and fade away, and the ownership gets taken and internalized. So you don't really escape these myths by rejecting them. They're hard to walk away from because they're such a core part of our identity, just like our personality is. But you can evolve them into higher forms. And every myth has its own developmental path, developmental trajectory, but they all follow the same pattern. You have the uninitiated self, you confront reality, the hero's quest, the hero's journey. As a result of that, you end up accepting some form of responsibility, and then you integrate that back into the myth, and it becomes the mature form of the myth, and then that produces the sovereign identity, the idealized individual that emerges from that myth. So every immature myth becomes powerful when that father energy that it's fighting, that missing father or distorted father or corrupt father energy gets reintegrated in a positive form. And that's when the transformation happens from the immature myth to the mature myth. So this is the pattern that all of them have in common. And then I'll look at just a few of the individual ones to give you an idea. And if anybody wants to explore them further, we can. So these are what they're calling the principles of growth for each myth. So regardless of what myth you're in, as you grow, these things are going to happen. You're going to begin to face yourselves honestly. And we talk all the time about the need for honest, like really brutal honesty. Jack and I talked about that on the show. You start to stop blaming villains, external forces, or internal patterns, your childhood, your genetics. You begin to accept your own agency, your own personal power, your own ability to change, affect, control the situation. You begin to establish boundaries and limits. That's another sign of growth. You start to mark off the desirable from the undesirable. Mm. What aligns with your vision versus what doesn't. You begin to build earth, structure, foundation, community channels, your a body of artwork. You begin to produce something stable that other people can participate in and see and touch, something that's real, that's not just in the imagination. You begin to integrate the shadow, which is the parts of yourself that you either may not be of or maybe are aware of and don't want to face, but you see them in others and react to them in others. And you take responsibility for your own meaning. Because every one of these myths is a way of making meaning out of the chaos of life. And they all make meaning in their own way. But as you get into the mature version, you become more and more responsible for that meaning and less at the mercy of kind of where the myth channels you to find it. So that's the principles of mythic initiation. So the question is not what myth you're in. It is which version of the myth you're in. Are you in the immature version and stuck and stagnating, or are you on the developmental trajectory to the mature form? And every single myth has what they call a path to sovereignty. So let's look at a few of them. We'll start with my own, the hero, the sovereign outlier. They call it the king myth. So the immature version is hyper independence. You're very autonomous. You don't need other people. It's the lone wolf. You're so sovereign that you're disconnected and isolated from other people. And the immature kind of underlying narrative of all of that is that I'm the only one I can trust. Trusting others is a risk, and connecting with others is a risk. And for me personally, it's through enough experience with like negative experiences to make that risk harder and harder to take each time. So this is very true for me with the immature version. And if you notice, part of my personal growth is all about community. It's like trying to find those others, trying to make those connections, trying to find people who want to build. So the mature version does grow into some form beyond just yourself. So the developmental path of the sovereign outlier myth, which is a lot of people that end up on this channel are drawn to this myth, is how to integrate the vulnerability, the sensitivity, the water part, that connection, that vibe part, without losing your personal agency, without sacrificing what's important to you, your values, without compromising. How to build for Earth, how to build that stability, not just for yourself, but for the community. Like for example, the road trip I want to go on and putting that in-person network together. Those are all signs of this developmental path. And shifting from self-mastery, which I'm pretty confident in my self-mastery, more or less. I've done a lot of work on it, and I feel good in my ability to recover myself when I need to. But you move from that to generativity, where you start to actually produce something outside of yourself. You start to have an effect beyond just yourself. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with this channel. And here's a big one for me. We see this show up on the channel a lot is how to lead without dominating. That control freak, that heavy father, Saturn energy. This requires a different type of leadership. And so these are all things I'm learning on my developmental path. And once you get to the mature form, which is the king in this case, from hero to king, is you govern yourself and you can build a world where others can also thrive in. So it's kind of integrating the community back into the individual and the individual back into the community. I'll look at a few more and then I'll open the panel. Okay, the cosmic crusader myth. I must save the world and heal all of humanity. This is the immature version. And as you're going on the developmental path, what happens is the mission begins to shrink to something more scalable, more realizable, more realistic. You begin to serve the people that actually show up in your life instead of focusing on this grand abstract layer of people. And you replace grandiosity or grandness of vision with a grounded compassion, like grounded with the people in front of you. And you begin to take action from where you are and you find the things around you in your community, etc. So you begin to act from the ground up instead of trying to act from the top. And the mature version of this is the steward. So being a steward of humanity is actually a positive role that you can grow into from this cosmic crusader myth. And that is I serve the world by serving my community. So the focus just gets pulled back a bit to the people in front of you, and then your action becomes actually effective and you can see the results. All right, here's another one of our favorites, the trickster myth, the revelator. The immature version is break everything, expose everything, mock everything, everybody. But as they grow on the developmental path, they begin to shift from just sabotage for the sake of sabotage to insight, to the wisdom behind it and why they're sabotaging and what it is they're really trying to accomplish with their sabotage. They begin to use disruption to reveal truth rather than to just tear down or destroy. And they have a sense of what to preserve, what not to expose to trickery, and what to use trickery to protect. So they begin to target their trickery on actual potential problems for the community, and they use it to protect the good parts of the community. And I think we see some of this with our tricksters here. And they start to develop a discernment around their targets, and the trickster becomes more targeted at specific individuals for specific things instead of this general just chaos trickery. And the mature form is the revelator. They reveal truth by testing illusions, not by burning the house down. And let's look at one more. We have a lot of these. Oh, I want to look at the drama myth, though. Look at two more. The drama myth evolves, and you'll be surprised what it evolves into. I'll save that till the end. The immature version is only feeling alive in chaos. I only feel alive when I'm stimulated, when my endorphins are flowing. I'm addicted to that panel high, that drama high. But as you go on the developmental path, you begin to channel that like general intensity into a purpose. Notice how all of these developmental paths seem to involve limiting in some way because that's integrating that father energy and then directing and channeling. And you need that the energy you're fighting against, you need some of that to be integrated for you to grow into the mature version. So what you're fighting is actually some of what you need to grow. And then the conflict becomes it again, like with the trickster, it becomes directed and targeted towards specific goals. It's not just conflict for conflict's sake, there's purpose behind it. And you begin to learn the difference between emotion and meaning. Like what drama is just for the sake of a high and what drama is providing actual meaning in your life. And then you learn to, it says build fire with discipline and not exposure. You start to get more in control of the drama and how it happens. And you become like a master of it or like a co-master with it. Cause I don't know if it's a force that any one person can ever master instead of just like random explosiveness. The mature form, listen to this, is the warrior. The warrior uses the drama, uses the intensity to protect what matters. So think about that, all you drama people. There's a positive role for you in society. And then I want to hit one of these oppression, doomer, victimhood myths. Let's do the oppression myth. This is another warrior form. They turn into the citizen warrior. The immature version of the oppression myth is the belief that systems control your fate. You are at the mercy of programming. You are at the mercy of what the elites decide to do with society. It's a very disempowering myth. And so what as they develop, what they need to do is begin to identify the things that they can influence and that they do have power over. And this is what I try to help with a lot because this is where the sovereign outlier can come in easily with the empowerment myth and help. They begin to stop globalizing the wound, and it's not a feature of how the entire planet is structured and we're like the hell realm, the slave realm. It becomes more personalized and contextual. And they start to use their what little power they can find to start to build kind of a micro dominion for themselves. They start to build a home, maybe some connections, a community, and they start to establish kind of agency over part of the world that they do have power over, that's not at the mercy of these systems. And then they begin to take responsibility for that corner of the world. And the mature form, as I said, is a citizen warrior, and their ethos is that they shape what they can reach and they accept what they cannot. So again, you see the pattern of pulling in, limiting to something reasonable and actionable and scalable, and then you see the action begin to be taken, and you see direction and guidance start to enter the picture. So I just wanted to offer that as an example of what I've been playing around with the AI. I'm going to drop the link and we'll get a panel. And I hope y'all can hear me. God. If there are any techies out there that can help me figure out how to get my tech straight, um, please hit me up. All right, there you go. All right, Landry, if you're out there, it's open. Sorry, it was 24 minutes, not 15. If we had Charlie, it would have been a lot shorter. Another downside of not having the tech fixed. Fighting the perception of ignorance. Are you saying that's one of these myths, or are you offering that as like a myth of its own? And hey, Philip. Yes. It always turns out to be because unless there's actual enemy, like if somebody's busted into your house trying to hurt you, that's not a projection. That's a real enemy. But it, it's certainly interesting to see once you identify these groups and kind of good representatives of them, it's interesting to start seeing the patterns. Here's one of our tricksters right here, or maybe our drama people.
How are you?
Were you silent? There's a is someone pointing a laser at you?
No, I said, how are you?
Oh, I didn't hear you. You have a green dot on you
Where?
floating around you, like someone's pointing a laser.
It's probably the reflection of the camera.
Oh, okay. Where are you today? Are you that doesn't look like Six Flags.
No, I'm not a big fan. This is 10 times more fun. Um, Earlier when I commented, I was I didn't know you were even able to go up to the spot that I was at. It's the same building that I've been documenting. I was like on the helicopter pad. Um,
That
there's no
that
sign saying
giant
"Keep out."
building, the one they're
Yeah,
tearing
the one
down?
they're about to demolish. Yep.
Oh, wow. Did you caught it on video?
Yeah, I got it all on video, man.
Can't wait to see what you do with all this. Look at this area. This is perfect to, like, get a little troop of people and come and do something out here. Wow. Oh, I see. Yeah, alright, let me look, Philip. We could even ask the AI. God, I wish we had Charlie.
Where'd Charlie go?
I can't when I try to play sound, it's something about my microphone is cutting off sound, like, so when I try to play a YouTube video or something, I can't hear sound. It cuts off the sound. And when I try to hear Charlie, it does the same thing.
When do you think the last time these tracks were running was?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering if they were even still active. Um, I don't know, but they don't look that old. I look at the grass doesn't look that old.
It's my favorite time of the year, Jeff. December. Almost.
Yeah, it's very sunny. What is that house?
Woodhouse.
Whatever's in front of you, what is that?
That's the same building, the abandoned one.
Oh, wow.
Tunnel to freedom, tunnel to oppression.
That's it might be a trap,
Which,
a trick.
which one should I take?
I don't know.
I'm, not
Are
oppression.
they using
It's
reverse psychology? That look at the use context clues, what's around them? Or what does your gut tell you?
to go with the pink.
Pink tunnel. Go with the yeah, try the pink, see what's in there. Is that freedom? Watch out for needles.
This is great footage. You were in the whole video because your video was playing on my phone during the recording. So your audio is on the speaker.
Oh, of your footage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. I guess that makes us stronger together.
When this is all
That's an
gone,
interesting question, Philip. I'm still thinking about it. If your villain is perception and not necessarily people. I'm almost one like it may be one that we haven't explored yet because there's more out there than just these 8. But I'm wondering if it's not some form of the heroic, the sovereign outlier because you're fighting something internal. Wow. This looks like it looks like the Mediterranean or something. It doesn't even look like America.
I'm scared to keep going.
Y'all could set up the coolest laser tag or paintball game here. We don't know what it is. It's some kind of I get. Is it a bridge? Oh, look at that pretty flower, y'all. Oh, I love that little grove area. Oh, okay. YouTube. Although it is, I mean, it's public. Wow. I love those arches. It is based. No, thank you. Y'all can have mine. I mean, more for y'all and the Koreans, I guess, and the Haitians. Stop.
Jeff,
Right. Uh-huh. Skateboarders dream.
my scooter comes in tomorrow.
Oh, is it a scooter's dream?
Right now? No, it's just it's like I said, I keep going back because I'm trying to get better shots. And it's a great day to be alive. Um, I see a lot of people, out there who they don't know what to do with themselves when there's not conflict. But I might be the king of the conflict, but I also love peace, and I'm loving this peacetime. And I don't think it's going to be as easy to take it away from me as some people think it's going to be. So,
Hope not.
fuck, I fucking,
A
I'm
lot of
just
that's up
happy
to
today.
you.
It's the
You're one of
first
the
day since
few
fall all
humans
year.
walking around Dallas.
Here we go.
Dude, I can't believe that's a major American city. It looks like they cleared it out for a movie shoot or something. Like 12 Monkeys.
Should you go out there?
No, I watched some of that the other day, the part where they're easing on down the road. This just blows my Dallas is like one of the largest cities in Texas and one of the largest cities in the entire South.
But you see this though? Look, this is where the people are.
There's hardly anyone on the freeways.
Well, okay, just think about it this way. There's a lot of people on the freeway. So the whole city is designed, like the streets, the highways, they're all designed to take you around it. Like they don't want you to come downtown because they don't have the room. There's no space for the people. So the sprawl
Plenty of
just got,
space for people.
huh?
Yeah, I said that we should all move to Dallas and take it over and make it a little Panelverse headquarters. That's what artists used to do. They used to move in the abandoned areas and colonize it and make it all fun and artsy, and then it would get gentrified.
I wish Talcott was here because I feel like I'm living with love. What does he say? Live without love. No, live with love.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because love is the opposite of fear. So it's the same thing.
Is that true?
Wow,
Is
look
love?
at that. Are you able to go in there? I guess don't try.
Yeah, I would do that for 1,000. So what I was telling you earlier when I was like emergency, it was because I was in the equivalent of this on the other side, which is the helicopter landing pad, where whenever they used to bring famous bands into this place, because it used to be like this is where what's his name, Ronald Reagan had the convention and all. I think it was you, right? Somebody was here. No, it was Truth or Cop that was telling us about all the musicians who've played here back when it was actually still open. But I was on top of that shit, where these fucking famous people used to land in helicopters and nobody was telling me to leave. And I was like, Jeff, you gotta fucking let me come up early.
Oh, I'll have to listen next time. I got stuck in my routine.
It's okay, dude.
Just
I
just
just
s
couldn't
say
believe it.
helicopter emergency, and I'll know it's something so cool that it's worth stopping for.
And I got it all on footage, and you're in the video partially anyway, because I was watching your stream. So I'll probably cut out the audio. Um,
You can just redirect to here. If you want the audio, go see Jeff's channel.
but if JSauce, um, sorry, if JSauce was like willing to do it, I know she's got the other idea about the what's it called, the Facebook page with the guy scamming people.
Oh,
But if
yeah.
she was willing, if I think I could come up with a good script based off of even just these conversations, like what I'm talking to you about right now. Every time I've been down here, if I could just feed those transcripts, come up with a good script, a man on the landing, blah 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 blah. She could read it in her New Zealand accent because she loves to talk. Bada bing, bada boom.
Do it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like derail your show.
No, I mean, you are the show right now. There's no one else.
It's like if I was live streaming on my channel, I would be unable to, speak to someone. So I'd be talking to the chat.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
like this better.
Does this help, like, having a second person in your ear? He says, "We're gonna need you
Oh,
in
1 million.
Chicago." Joe Cool's in the audience.
So
Oh, no,
cool.
he meant, you tell me, never mind. She shovels snow. Let's just all go to Dallas for the winter. I could make it there by
$20 a pop. We all go up in there, get a nice family photo. $0 a pop. We all come down here.
look at that view.
So that's where I was. I was on top of that.
Whoa.
That's the first time.
Hey, Chuck, good day to you. Taking a
Hey,
tour.
Chuck, buddy. Chuck. Don't give a duck. Family shows you salt. Sorry, y'all.
I don't think he has any more ducks to give.
Duck. I don't know. I woke up on the right side of the bed. I kind of had a little bit of Mercury left retrograde yesterday.
Huh? What?
Mercury left
I didn't
retrograde.
hear you. Oh, is that bad? Is that where communication starts to break down again?
Well, no, it means that it's hypothetically not breaking down, but
Oh,
now it's
thank you,
back.
Chuck. I would play you some music, but my sound is messing up.
Holy crap!
I
Make me
love
big.
Texas. It's
You see
kind of
this
its
shit?
own place. They do their own thing. Landry, what did you do with all of those people that used to live in Dallas? Hank wants to know. Probably the same thing he did to all the people that live on YouTube.
No, that's the problem, right? They're all on YouTube. That's why there's no one here.
Oh yeah, that's
This is filthy, dude. This would be, oh my god, a genius
I'm
idea, dude.
nervous for you. Oh,
A
goodness.
genius idea is we clean up this shit for free because we're like, the government won't clean up our cities. Screw our tax dollars. They don't even go to the, whatever. They always talk
Very
about smart
empowering.
cities.
We don't need the government. We can clean up our own communities.
Well, I used to do that during the virus. I used to go around in like the parking lots and I would clean up their masks. Like there'd be like 30 to 40 every time.
Like just
Then
on your own, or were you working for an art?
no, yeah, on my own because this was
Wow.
my thing. I first started with content, right? So I would do that, and then I would have the bag of their dirty masks in my hand when I went inside the store without the mask, and I would tell them when they told me you can't come in here without a mask. I said, oh well, I got 40, and I'd hold up the bag, and I'd be like, I cleaned up your whole parking lot, you know?
You were trickstering even back then.
That's no, that was my main trickster phase was during the CVID. I don't know. I don't like that word.
What the Revelator is they suggested is the
That sounds too
I
fancy.
mean, that's well, we could talk about it, but it's a very endearing archetype. Even Native Americans and tribal cultures have trickster figures in their stories.
What do you think this was?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of little guard shack. Is it military?
I don't know, but this place, so there's no cameras here, but there's like this little guy on a golf cart. He's always like kind of following me, but kind of not.
Tell
He
them
like
to interview him. Say, hey, do you want to
I
talk?
would if he actually came and asked me like, "What the fuck are you doing, kid?" I'd be like, "Hey, thank you for finally asking me. Thanks for doing your job. I'm trying to rob the place."
Oh my god! If I was there in person, I would be playing on all kind of stuff.
So I'm saying, dude, every to like this is like the long term investment that I'm because there's either two things are going to happen. One, they're going to keep pushing this back to demolish it, uh, or two, they're going to actually demolish it, and it'll never be here again. And I'll have all this 4K footage. So every time I'm here, people say, "Landry, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're just going out in no man's land." And I say, "You're wrong. I'm going to document a place that will never be ever again." So in
Future ruins.
years, I'm the time capsule.
This is way better than the train stations.
This is a train
What are
station.
those orange things? Just traffic barriers?
I don't fucking know.
Uh,
But do you notice that there's no like keep out signs?
No, there's. I guess there's no people to keep out. They're like, there's no one around here. Why bother? But they don't. See, also, they're growing up Generation X. The adults would have known to worry about all that, but maybe they just feel like they don't have to worry about kids these days because it's not those Gen Xers. That's what I would. That I'd be thinking. I know what we would have done with this building. So y'all need to get people and signs out there. Have you been inside?
No, I think that would definitely be illegal.
Yeah. Well, okay. I
At
won't
least on
bet.
this side, the side that's still open. I'm sure I could get in on an event that's
Hey,
actually like
Moose.
my man, my brother from another mother, another ancestor, another creature, the moose creature.
Moose creature. The
This would be so good to film like a
Metro
fucking
Moose.
movie. We could pretend it was like the apocalypse. You know?
You should film a movie here.
That's what I'm saying. I just need any other warm body.
Well, you had no, but the other day you had people in your pictures. Are those friends of yours?
Who?
You were like you had humans posing with you
Trying to think
in
of
front
what.
of that bridge. I thought you
Oh,
had found some people.
in front of the bridge, humans posing with me.
Remember you showed us those
Um,
photos and it was you with people?
yeah, I'm trying to remember. What bridge?
Like the area you're in now, it looked like with humans. Like yeah, other people were with you.
Are you
Remember
sure
I
they were
said,
with
"Who's
me?
that guy in the middle?"
Was it AI? It was AI. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That was
Was it
AI.
AI oh, you're kidding. You put
That was,
yourself with AI people out there?
yeah. That was a real. Because here's what I'll say. It works really, really well with like a great photo, like a 4K photo of IRL, and then with like the face of whoever. So it's pretty realistic when you take it with those two ingredients.
Oh, well, it completely fooled me because I got all excited. I'm like, "Oh, Landry found some friends. Finally, he has people to go out and do stuff with." They were AI. Carly, I wish I had you. You tell me wants to know if there's any administrative areas
Here?
in them. And Sean is suggesting making a movie with the homeless.
Yeah. No. I've tried, dude. I've been pretty
And
open
that you
minded
may
to that.
possibly find a drug dealer.
That would be much easier than finding someone willing to act with me.
Probably.
But that's the move, right? If anyone can tell that's where we're headed. And it's funny coming from me, the AI guy, right? But well, so at least everyone always attributes to me. But I'm realizing that like sketch comedy or any sort of like kind of what Cynthia did for her project, where it was like real, acting, right? We're actors, like Bronze Boy says. So embracing that in this time, especially in a place like this, holy shit, time is of the essence. We're gonna be like doing the right thing because public opinion is being swayed away from AI. So as much as I'm going to keep doing the AI, if there's an alternative, then we're serving both masters.
Mhm. Well, I'm team human anyway, so the AI
Exactly, dude.
can write the script and stuff like that, but
Well, if we have any do any reshoots, we could just do the AI for the reshoots.
yeah. Well, I may end up in Dallas then.
Dude, I got an extra room with your name on it. As long as you're okay with depending on when you came here, a baby being around.
Oh, yeah, I have people in Dallas too. I could probably
Dude,
hook us up with.
You know what scares me about AI, Jeff?
Yeah, I want to hear about it. What?
Just think about you take a world leader and make a AI clip, and somebody gets on the airwaves with it, and they think it's the actual like president of Russia or the president of the United States or the president of China declaring war.
And what do you think's going to happen? Even if that happens, what do you think the consequences? People are going to suddenly panic and shoot bombs
Yeah,
at each other.
yeah, I think you'll get panicked if somebody could get a hold of the airwaves like they've done before locally and play an AI clip because, as you can tell, the AI clips look real as
Right.
hell.
The fear porn. That's what I was about to say. That you'd probably be very good at writing horror stories or something.
there's truth on both
Well,
sides.
yeah, that just comes from years of being in the military and the way of thinking.
Nothing's happened yet. Like as a civilian, the military hasn't done anything to me yet that I have to worry about.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm
Pretty
not
much left
saying
me
they're
alone.
going to. I'm just saying you get some crackpots out there that make an AI video of a
Do you
president.
trust the military to not be crackpots if that
I trust
happens?
God.
So, Chuck, this isn't really a big deal. If someone declared war, what you do is call them up and verify that it was them.
Yeah, you just call me and say, Landry, did you make that clip?
Did
And
you
I say,
just declare
yeah.
But what I'm talking about is the panic that would
it was
ensue.
AI Landry?
If it's banning
With the
on people with no power, it doesn't make a difference. If it's declared war country on country, what you do is you just go and dial up, hey, G, did you declare war on us? And verify that. And if so, well, go ahead and raise that tariff.
or somebody just even gets a pick St. Louis or Dallas, and they're able to hack the television signal and just put out a clip of an official saying that there's a atomic bomb headed towards us.
So
Ah,
that's been
And what do
done
you think's
before.
gonna? You don't trust the people of St. Louis to?
That
What do you think they're gonna
I mean,
do?
I mean that's been done before, but with Max Headroom stuff, and then the World of War stuff was actually a newspaper
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I
So
remember the World of War. That was a big
yeah,
because nobody knew it was fake.
well,
So they only play. Go
no
ahead.
one, no one actually watched that. That was from the newspaper afterwards reporting on the show. So
Well, it was a radio show,
yes, but no one actually was listening to the
and
radio
they
show.
only announced at the beginning that it was a fake. Was
Beginning,
the
middle, and end. But there was actually the tabloids reporting on the radio show that actually made it relevant. No one actually listened to the show
right?
itself. So
Father. Chuck, were you scared of your dad growing up?
What?
Were you scared of your dad growing up?
No,
Oh,
Why would I be scared of him?
I'm just trying to figure out like if this goes deeper than just your experience in the military.
Oh no, it's just the training we received is all. You know,
Made you paranoid
counterintelligence.
that the people in power are gonna
Not
react
not the people in
impulsively.
power. I'm talking about what could be done with this artificial intelligence.
He's right.
Yeah, but you said like if they could start a war and then people would start shooting bombs, and I'm like, you don't trust the military to be wiser than that? They'd see a video and just start launching bombs. And you said, well, it's my experience with the military
Well,
that led me to believe this.
I'm saying it would cause a panic in the civilian population, not in the military, the
What do you
government
think would
side.
happen? Like where George Floyd caused the panic in the civilian population, and that wasn't even AI.
It's true.
But we've had panics before and we've had ways of controlling. So I think even if an AI video caused the panic, it would not be the end of the world.
Oh no, I'm not saying it would be the end of the world. I'm just saying what they would do to the public. The public would freak out.
I just don't think the public's that like I don't see that mass amount of people because usually when weird videos come out, somebody's like correcting them almost immediately, like, oh, this is AI, folks, this is AI. So
Well,
as soon as it goes
wasn't
viral,
it wasn't
there'd
it
be some other
anonymous?
viral narrative saying it's AI. And so I don't think
Wasn't
it would reach the scale of panic
wasn't it
without being tamped
the
down.
group Anonymous that did hack a television station
No, that
a
was
few
me.
years back?
I didn't hear that.
I said a few years back, wasn't it the group called Anonymous that hacked a local television
But what
station?
happened? Like I barely remember the story. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't some world shaking event.
Oh, they were just given a warning. You
Okay.
know, if people, if the government didn't change their ways or something like that,
That
it
doesn't
wasn't
scare
no
me.
fear factor type thing.
The government's the same as it always was, so I guess it didn't work.
Right. And, and what I find it funny too is these people talk about this digital currency can't be tracked. That's a lie.
Well,
Who says it can't be tracked?
it depends on which one. So most of them can easily be tracked. There's Monero that can't be tracked, but most of them are
Everyone
very
that
easy to
knows
track.
about Monero is a criminal.
Of course, I am. I admit I sail the high seas.
Well, when they that power company out of Virginia or South Carolina, North Carolina paid ransomware to get their power plant back, the FBI got back 95% of the money. It was all
Chuck,
Bitcoin.
what's better on pies, Cool Whip or whipped cream?
He doesn't like this
Ooh,
conversation.
oh
Oh, it's
boy,
a question from the audience, sir.
Oh,
good
okay.
question. I
Say
like
it again.
whipped cream myself.
Whipped cream or Cool Whip?
Oh, fucking whipped cream, dude. Cool Whip is so disgusting to me.
Yeah, Cool Whip is
That's the
garbage.
one in the
Whipped cream,
tub and
please.
the whipped cream shoots out of the can.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think whipped cream.
what do you think the origin of whippets is?
Yeah, I remember that. Whippets. I never did them, but I remember them. Yeah, go with the whippet one. The ones with the whippets.
Isn't that a great
Are
day
you
to be
playing
alive?
around with AI, Chuck? Do you use it at all?
Yes, I do use it. I use it a lot.
I stay away from it.
Oh, okay. This gang is saying that I ought to charge you to be on panel.
Charge me?
We should charge Gang for making that comment. How about that?
You should gang bang gang gang.
It's Sunday and I'm feeling generous. Y'all get it all
I'm
for free.
confused.
Take care, Pixel.
Bye, Pixel. Is
No,
Pixel
Chuck
still
is our
chirping?
revered elder. He's welcomed anytime. He's earned his spot.
What did I do?
You're in your spot.
I'm in whose spot?
Yours.
Chuck, you high?
We made a parking space for you. So if you go to Jeff's office, you have a spot that says Chuck every time Jeff puts the sign out.
It says Chuck, don't give a fuck. I feel bad cussing here. Is that normal?
Very
This is
normal.
a
It is for
Yeah.
us, for me.
I
Okay.
try to avoid it unless it
Personally,
depends on the
never do it.
conversation.
I
I
never
don't even
did
pay
until.
attention. I couldn't honestly tell you who cusses and who doesn't around here because it's so normal to me.
Well, it got into.
I don't even
That's the
detect it.
problem, right? You notice it when you have a small child because you like start saying it as filler. It replaces and like. You just say, fucking fuck, fucking. It's filler and it's horrible. And I can't believe this panelverse did this to me. I used to be so PG.
Yes,
Oh.
blame
Embrace it.
OTW. Yes,
It's
blame
expanded your
OTW for that.
vocabulary.
Expanded it, minimized it.
That was a bad habit I picked up from my dad. Whenever he got mad, he always said GD. God dang it.
Look at this
Except
guy on
he,
the wrong side of the road.
except he said damn it. And I never realized how much I said it until my first daughter was trying to read a book and the page wouldn't turn. And she slammed it down on the ground and said, God damn it. And I was like, oh shit. So I quit saying that.
It's my girl. The audience wants to know, Hank, what do you fight against? Who's your enemy?
So cool.
Everybody.
Oh, so right now on the docket, I might enforce right to repair. So that puts me at enemies with banksters and some tech companies. So
cool. There can be only one black panel person. I was gonna say nerd, but Joe Cool's not a nerd.
And Chuck, who's your enemy? Who do you fight against
I don't fight. I try not to fight
all the
anybody
time?
anymore.
He fights with love bombs. He fights with support. He supports people's enemies. That's how he fights.
I think he's
I-
drama. I think he's drama myth.
He's gotten
Your
a lot better
enemy
than he used
is,
to be.
hang on.
I haven't been involved in anything in a long time.
It's true.
People who
I gave
de-escalate, boundary setters, stable personalities, anyone who interrupts the spectacle and the boring. I think that's who you fight against. You have to keep that pot stirred.
Jeff fights
I mean,
against himself.
Granddaddy with a spoon.
I only got one enemy I know of at this time, and that would be OTW.
Wait, okay, wait, I want to hear that story, but does that mean you and Jack finally made up?
No,
Oh,
we just don't talk anymore.
okay.
We don't
That's-
talk.
that's my suggested solution. So I'm glad it's working.
What's the OTW story? Why are y'all fighting?
I don't know. He's mad at me for some reason, for something in the past.
Oh, okay.
I don't
You're
remember
not
either.
sure what it is.
And we've made a truce like 2 or 3 times in the last month, and he's broke it every time.
What was the
Exactly.
How has he
truce?
broken it?
That there would be no shit talking to each other.
What was he talking shit
Oh.
about?
He wasn't specific. He was just going off the rails
Chuck,
every time.
Chuck, this is why I
Yeah.
don't. Chuck, this is why I don't ask for truce. I demand submission.
There you go.
That's a Paul
Daddy's
and
back in
slave
town.
tactic there.
That's a
Stop
well-integrated father, Hank. So wait, so he's mad at you. You're not so much mad at him.
Right,
He just keeps trash talking you.
right. Trying to get me to fight back, and I ain't doing
What
it.
does he accuse you of? Or like what does he want you to fight over?
Some stuff I said in the past.
Oh, okay.
He's still holding it.
Stirring the
He
pot.
called him a weasel.
Some drama stuff, probably.
I think he's mad because I always said he ain't got no backbone. He's spineless in the past.
Well, he
I got
did, yeah.
saying
We
that
saw
once.
him get beta flipped by Landry on that stream in like 10 minutes.
I love that word, dude. I just imagine me like just taking my little hand and just flipping them over. And just do like a front flip.
Well, it's really they do it to themselves because you're not really even doing
Yeah,
anything.
Jeff, did you
Like,
watch Jack yesterday?
They're just caving to your vibe,
Hey,
which I guess
Jeff,
makes you the alpha. Isn't that
did
how it
you
works?
watch Jack yesterday, Jeff?
Huh?
Did you watch Jack's show yesterday?
Yeah, I watched a little. I watched some of it. Yeah, a little
Did
bit
you
of it.
see when Paul came on?
Saw a little bit.
He
Did
melted
you
Once
like
it gets
butter.
into the political stuff, I
He
can.
melted like butter.
They what?
Who or Paul?
Jack.
They both are very soft right now. It's just it's fine. What I don't like is like right here. I feel like we're having a conversation. I don't like people who cannot have it in them to have a conversation. I feel like Paul's one of those people where he's gonna come in and it's just
Right.
gonna be whatever he's like. He's like, all right, everyone, step aside. You guys are in the audience now, and I'm presenting to you. It's like just talk to us.
Right. He's always looking for the negative
Well,
comments
that's
to
because he
fight
gets away
with.
with it, but he does it with everybody. The people he can't get away with that. He stays away from. So he's very tactical.
Same with Jack. Jack does the same
Well, but Jack,
modus.
he can actually like talk. Like you can come over here and chit chat, even if it's not sincere. I mean, which I'm not saying it is or isn't. But Paul's just going to say, at the end of the day, it's not about me or the truth. It's about what is and what is not. And it's whether or not I'm the one saying it. It's between me and God and you and this. It's just like, what are you saying? What?
He's just running his
Is that
mouth
AI
because
fault?
he likes the sound of his own voice.
He
And
plays the what ifs instead of what is.
And everything is like two things.
Yes.
that's
I don't know
both
how to
of them.
explain it.
That's both Jack and Paul.
You're right, Hank.
Well, Jack, I don't know. Jack, I kind of understand what he's saying. He wants to take over the world and the government, right? I don't know what Paul's really
Yeah.
saying. Same thing.
He just wants to be able to drive without a driver's license.
Well, he can,
said
but
it's already
then you go in a cage. That's how it works. The
Right,
thing
but
is
he's
hard.
willing to, like, he's at least willing to take the consequences for his beliefs.
No, he's not.
He passionately believes in
He
it.
says
So
he's
I
too
I
sick.
admire that.
He says he's too
consistent.
sick to do it right now.
I've been trying to have that conversation with him for so long about sickness and like sympathy because I've been there, and he's always so generic with it. I mean, I want to. That's the same thing with Snafu, where I want to like break the tension with serious, like, hey, I've been there, done that. Let's talk about it. But they never want to go. They're like, oh yeah, I just did a ivermectin and a parasite cleanse, and it was all good. I was like, what was the problem? Oh, the gallbladders, something like that.
I don't blame him. I don't.
If people don't want to be transparent, I leave them alone. That's a
Yeah.
sign. That's a signal. Not to
That's
get
fine. But I mean, that's because they don't want to be vulnerable.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
the thing is, if you put medical stuff out here, we'll just keep talking about it. And I just let them have their non-participation trophy and leave it there.
Well, I guess it's just sort of the human element, like not even the diagnosis. I just want to know, like, what did you go through? Because I've fucking been to hell and back. But it's all good.
I understand the curiosity, but you're not entitled to it.
Well,
and neither am I. Like I'm nosy in the same kind of way, but when people don't want to give it to me, I guess I just submit. I respect their autonomy.
Let's make it simple. You were fat and got skinny. They were fat and they still are fat. So maybe it's that simple.
You break it down in very practical terms, Hank.
You were fat, now you are skinny.
Hey, freak. Well.
What's on the agenda today?
Today's Sunday. I usually take it easy.
Me too.
I may hang out on some panels if I find any cool ones.
Landry, I see you have a video that a show scheduled for a couple hours from now on just backstabbing. Who are you stabbing today?
I didn't even notice it.
I'm not stabbing anyone.
What is he up to now?
Do we got to bring our own knives?
How to stab friends in the back. DJM with a bloody knife.
I've changed it multiple times. There was one I did. I've made it multiple different people, and I might change it again to create confusion.
Yeah. I just see one. Can you do one
It's
with
another.
me?
It's you don't like the word trickster, but whatever
There's a
word
moose
Yeah.
one.
put in there.
You have a me one? You know I usually like to go for the front because I like to see people cry, but I'll take a backstab if it's open.
Yeah, I just like my favorite way to like respond to the backstab is to just like sort of pinpoint backstab. But here's what I got to do, right? This energy I'm in right now, this is my Zen mode, right? This is the way that I can communicate clearly. When I'm out of my element, it's when I'm like, oh, when I sound whiny. So the most important thing is that I just bring this energy, explain it, don't whine, move on, allow for a retort, and that's the end. You know,
Are you saying that's what you're going to bring to the panel?
I'm just saying that I'm just explaining my process, right? Because I'm trying to get better about communicating and like keeping my energy. Because a lot of people they see this like right here, right now. There's a certain type of individual where you see me as a trickster. But like imagine this, right? Somebody's gonna look at what's happening here, they're gonna see it's peaceful. So they're gonna want to jump up and like disrupt it. I don't want to do that. Unless maybe there's someone who's pissed me off who's just like, but even then I can still move on. I might leave a few chats, but I'm not gonna like just because I see peace. Oh, hold on, stop it right there. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You don't want to be obviously the clown. You just want to be the clown most of the time. I get it.
Well, I'm the clown when it calls for it.
I love Hank this morning. Yeah, I guess I know what kind of thickness of skin you have to develop at some point to last long term here, and maybe that's just part of the thickening process.
Hank, did you ever get your
Like,
debate with Jack set up?
So here's the thing. So the last show, I guess the show before last, what's it called? Beyond Your Anger is a Greater Understanding. Wednesday chats with Jack. I think that would suffice in lieu of a debate because I rolled all the way through Jack's script and revealed that he doesn't know what he means. So I don't think a debate's even
Yeah,
necessary
I
now.
was wondering if you ever got a straight answer on
Yes.
your first topic.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a straight answer, and I just think Jack does not understand the ramifications of what he's asking for, and actually he does, but he's rationalizing it away because it sounds cute. They said no lies and legal secrets sounds cute as a catchphrase, and he doesn't want to let go of it, even though he intuitively understands why it's a dumb idea. Because if
He's got no examples. That's what kills me.
well, but here's the thing: if he revealed his passwords to Illumatomy or Snafu Snaps or King Stephen, they would hijack his channel and maybe delete or do something worse to it. So he doesn't reveal his secrets because it's a dumb idea,
Right.
and he knows it. But he wants other people. I guess there's a little bone in him that wants other people to reveal secrets so he can take advantage of it.
Right.
But when you like that, I have to group you together with those guys that don't want to give my secrets to you. So
Are y'all still doing the debate, or
I don't
not
think
worth it?
I don't think it's necessary at the he needs to do too much remediation to even be worth debating on the topic because he pretty much that show on Wednesday suffices in lieu of a debate. In my opinion.
That was my impression of it too. Like, I don't think it's good. I really think y'all are talking past each other, and there's just a wall there.
Well, he
Yeah,
keeps saying secrets, corporate secrets, but he doesn't specify what secrets he's talking about. He
but,
just keeps saying they're secrets.
well, he doesn't. It's specifying the secrets isn't really necessary. The fact is, if he wants to do it peacefully, and the owners and operators of the corporation will have to release their own secrets, but he hasn't made a good case for them to do so.
A lot of what people don't understand about Jack and his vision is it's predicated on this state of spiritual transformation. So he's saying that once individuals and humanity collectively undergo this spiritual transformation, there will no longer be a need for secrets, and there will no longer be a
What does
need
that
for
kind of language
wars.
sound like?
Huh?
That language, like, what does that mean? Like a spiritual cleansing?
Jim Jones.
Yeah, So
Well, it's vague
Correct.
about that part, but it involves, I guess, Christ. There's like a global transformation that's happening across the planet, and if we as individuals do our part to transform ourselves and accelerate it, and help Congress to do it, and all of that other stuff.
well, I say it's
And this
possible.
is a vision that's been around since the dawn of Christianity. Like it's nothing
Yes.
weird in the Christian world.
Well, Christianity actually contradicts that, but it's possible. But the thing is, I want to see a local transformation. I want it in a constrained place to prove that actually works before we do it globally. I think that's pretty reasonable to ask for.
That's what the AI said. That the grand vision is the immature version of, and the mature version learns to work more on the local scale and
Yeah,
actually
grassroots.
produce results locally.
And
That's what Charlie said.
he argues with me every time. He wants to go straight to the top. He
Well,
doesn't want
he's
to do
welcome to try that, but
he doesn't want to do the groundwork.
he can do what he wants. I personally try to work where I'm going to be effective.
Yeah, I'm okay from trying
He's
to
a
go
guide.
straight for. I'm okay from going straight to the top, but me, I know his script. I mean, I will bet like a half a year's salary that it won't have the effect he hopes it would have because he's not changing his script, and his script is not that effective beyond meditation.
I think Jack would be really great with some stuff that we did if we could do some acting, like. Oh, sorry. Like we've been talking about, or I've been talking about, because he always does a good job. I'm not trying to sound like Brown's boy, but you know what I mean, like bringing the energy up.
Yeah.
But that doesn't direct link to Trump. So I don't know. It's like I don't even, because then if you go there, if you say, "Hey, it would be cool if we did this," he'd be like, "But how does that help me reach my goals, Landry?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's that you will raise your profile, and if you have networks big enough, you'll bump into Trump eventually. So that's
exactly what I've said.
Then you said no, it can't possibly happen. You had to do it my way or go the highway. Is that exactly? So well, let me
We're
just
gonna do our
get
next
straight in.
episode is gonna be on goals, and we're gonna try to get a little clearer about what Jack's actual goals are, because it seems like he has multiple goals, and sometimes they conflict, and they can be a little confusing as to which goal he's wanting help with at any specific time.
Exactly.
Good luck.
What, Chuck?
I said good luck.
Well, thank you. But I think we'll do fine.
No, I mean to get him to break it down to individual thing.
Well, he's a life coach. He should be able to do that. That's a basic life coaching skill.
Has Moose stabbed you in the back yet, Landry? No, not yet.
No.
Has he stabbed you in the back, Chuck?
Why do you think that?
Couple of
explain how
times.
that would manifest.
Oh, he did. Is this the pot? The pot was getting a little
I'm not stirring no pot.
stale.
No, but I want to know sincerely, because a lot of the time people are very vague.
But that's what drawn people. You heard the pause. That's what drawn people do when there's when the energy flags. They throw a little
But a
more
lot of people
powder on.
say it.
But how did he stab you twice? I thought y'all were like friends. Y'all met in person.
We are friends. I'm just being a horse's ass at the moment.
Oh, so did he?
See,
didn't
nobody can
stab
ever
you then?
tell me.
So you were still.
Now, the biggest thing I seen him do was when he was working with Jack, and he had the keys, and he gave the keys to Paul, and they hijacked Jack's channel.
But he explained. He's explained all of that and accounted for it.
But what did they do when they hijacked it?
He gave Paul the keys.
Paul
This
and
is
Jack are
old
like
stuff
best
you
friends.
dredged up. What's the other time? You said it was.
He was able, with Paul having the keys to Jack's channel, he was able to interfere with Jack's show. Took it over, kept backstaging him, things like that.
Did he pee bomb them?
No.
No, He did not.
It ain't so bad after all, is it?
But Moose has already explained all of this in detail, so this is already resolved
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that's old. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Why
see
do you
what you
bring it?
did.
Why you bring it
What's
up?
No,
the
he just
second one that
he
the
just
second
asked
time he
for
backstabbed you?
he asked for an example, and that
Like
was the
that.
one that came to mind.
Well, you said there were two though.
I was just fun in there. That
Oh,
was being
so that
facetious,
was the main one. That's when you said has Moose
but that one stuck
backstabbed.
in my mind.
Okay,
So that
I
was a
get
It's
it.
pretty
not just him.
big one.
A lot of people feel that way. But it's a lot of people are kind of silly though. A lot of people are very like they talk about backstabbing and they talk about drama, but then they say, "But what Moose did, that was unforgivable." But to me, it sounds like something that was probably done at the request of Paul.
You could be right, Landry, given how they work.
There's a stream somewhere where Moose goes through all of this like
He
very
can't.
transparently.
I mean, we talked about it too.
Oh no, it's an old thing. But Landry asked me, and that was the only thing that came to
Hmm.
mind that I could think of.
Well, I asked you for an example, but I didn't know that. I thought you had like a recent example, not one that's already
No,
buried and
no.
resolved.
No,
Hell,
Jeff, and that's
me,
okay.
and me and Moose actually met in real life. We're cool.
That one was real. That picture was real.
Oh, did you see the picture?
It was with my AI collection.
Right, you
Bless
need
you.
another spark.
Thank you.
Good thing we have you
Well,
here.
Mm.
Chuck, it's
Well,
getting slow. Give us some
thanks
drama.
for sending me that song, Landry.
yeah, and I'll make another one, man, when I feel inspired to. You know, our music tastes are so different, but I'm glad that I could come up with. So I knew I just had to do bando.
Oh, that was good. I liked it.
I know you liked it, man. You like country music too.
Yeah.
You like old country music, but that new shit, you
I don't like the new
don't like
stuff.
that country pop. Am I right?
Well, there is that one
I
song that
know.
Lowe's always plays. You Need Jesus. I like that song. It's got a little rap in it, but it's
You know, a lot of
Jesus
countryside.
rap.
hey, what do you think? I might. I don't know. I might go early today if I feeling good.
What time are you set for?
Like 3, but I mean, I'm feeling like this is the energy to do it in.
Because if I can redirect if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, I'm gonna don't end it yet. I gotta consume some seed oils.
Okay. See, Philip, I would say I'm in the transition state. Like I'm on that developmental arc where it's moving out of the immature into the mature. But
He's a trans.
yes, I'm transmythic.
Transmutation.
Huh? Chuck, let me tell you your developmental path so you'll know. Hang on. This will help you.
Huh?
Hang on, let me find it.
Developmental path.
I don't know if this is going to help you. Do you have any purpose for being in the pen? Like any goals or purpose you're trying to achieve here? Or are you just kind of here to ride the drama, like flow wherever the waves
No,
take you?
actually, I'm here to collect information,
For what?
just on anything, just to keep my mind open and active. Good conversations that lead somewhere. As long as it
Interesting. Well,
ain't.
I think that has potential. Then maybe you could be like the drama. I don't know, the drama coordinator or something. Maybe there
Well,
is a positive role
I,
for you.
That
I've
job's
kind
failed.
The
I've
lore
kind of
master,
got out of that loop.
like the sage, the drama sage.
Mm.
I mean, you are the elder, and it is good to keep track of all of that. But like to do it in some kind of intentional way where it's becomes a positive.
I wish there was a way to turn it to positive.
Well, you ask some good questions. I'll tell you that. You definitely keep that curiosity.
Well, that comes from the school of hard knocks. You get a
I'm the
little
same way.
wiser
Like I grew up
when
in a
you get
small
older.
town. I like keeping track of people and what all they're doing. I guess I just keep it in my brain in the background.
Yeah, I kind of just quit keeping track. I got better things to
You can
do,
keep track pretty good.
unfortunately.
Is there any new drama, like, other than the loops from years and years, what's the latest new drama that you think is significant?
The only one I can think of is the TML thing.
What is that one?
He did a 14-hour stream the other day about flow state.
Oh, I didn't know they were beefing.
Yeah, like 14 hours show he did.
The whole 14 hours was about flow?
According to Flow, yeah.
Oh,
And he kept trying to get on panel and they wouldn't let him on. Then when they did let him on, they just full screened him by himself.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody else was in the back.
did they talk to him?
Everything. No,
That's weird.
yeah, that's the latest drama I know about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I guess
Um,
it sounds like mime drama,
yes.
silent drama.
Um, latest significant drama. I would say the reveal that Bad Apple Media was a paper tiger. I think that's most
Oh
significant on
yeah,
my
we
part.
kind of saw that in the chat that day that they came in. Was it on the not the Rose, some other stream?
I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't think I've ever met him.
last week or the week before, I pretty much he asserted that I was in on some kind of conspiracy thing because I received an email from Bex, but it was on a chain initiated by Snafu Snaps,
Oh
and I
boy.
so
Oh
I
my
tried
goodness.
yes, I tried to talk to him on like twice on my show. Then he was this next week was actually open for his panel, and he kind of shit his pants. So that's the latest on that. I just stopped following him after that because he wasn't he asserted nonsense that he didn't want to he wasn't willing to back up on his end or even to have a discussion on. I think the first time I just talked about it and he came to my chat, he said he was hiding under his covers or something. So
Huh.
I'm just missing classifying as a paper tiger. I'm not worried about what he says now.
Well, he was fighting with Snafu and Tarek anyway, right?
Who was?
That
Bad apple.
Bad
Yeah.
Apple Media.
Oh, I don't even know this person. I just saw him that one night. Flo wrote a book. I didn't know he wrote a book.
Huh?
No, that was asserting that the Machine Light didn't write his book.
Oh, said that TML never went to college and the book was ghostwritten. No, I don't
Well,
think it was ghostwritten.
well, if he never went to college, how would he be able to afford a ghostwriter? That's
No,
ridiculous.
I don't think he said that. I think
He
he
wrote
said
it.
he
He was
used
studying under that professor. They have video. He has
right.
videos of him with the professor.
Yes, exactly. So it doesn't make any sense.
I don't think he
This
said he
just seems
didn't
like
go to
people trying
college.
to throw shade, or no, like just searching for things to throw shade about.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
agree with that one.
yeah. Go play a video game or something. That'd be more productive.
I mean, have you looked at the book or read it?
I have. I haven't read the
Definitely
whole
doesn't
thing.
seem ghostwritten. There's a lot of detail and work. It looks like a written version of one of TML streams, and you can see him live. He obviously knows all of this material himself, so why would he even have to ghostwrite it?
Exactly.
He didn't say anything about a ghostwriter, I don't think.
No,
Apparently, that's the
I
rumor that keeps going around about him.
yeah. I think Flow Tip appeared. Other people assert that the Machine License books is ghost written. I mean,
What like that's the worst you can
that's
find.
absurd.
That's you looking for drama. Like,
Yeah,
let me see what I can find on the.
I
Oh,
thought
his book might have been ghostwritten. I'm gonna go throw that out there. What's the point of all of that? That's
I
so
think he might
trivial.
have said that he used AI
It's
to
because
help
they're
him
from the
write
drama
it.
myth. It's all clicking now.
Yep.
See how useful these myths are.
yeah. That's There's no evidence of that either.
They
I
can't
mean,
have anything ever stable, like static. They have to keep that
Conflict.
drama
yeah,
mill churning.
yes, and they want to conflict with someone who has firepower like me. So
Phil, I'm kind of implicitly doing that already. It's very easy to find like channel creators that are representatives of each one of these. I'm proudly repping for the sovereign outlier. Hank, what myth do you think you are? Because you don't seem to really be bothered by oppression or systems of power and all that other stuff.
Pop. So the hierarchical structure looks pretty flat to me. So, but
I
there
think because we're
is
sigmas.
yeah, they look pretty flat to me. But there is some kind of power law kind of thing happening when it comes to wealth. So early wealth can turn you into a freaking monetary abomination, and just try to figure out how to get enough draft of that. But not when it comes to power, I really think it was network rather than hierarchical power. Even though the hierarchy is obviously there, I just don't really care about it most of the time. Somewhat, because
You might be on your own unique path, dude.
yeah. But how do I
But
answer
it
that?
does sound heroic, like more individually oriented, like trying to achieve your personal goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess right now, when it comes to just heroism, I'm just trying to pull apart the nonsense stories people tell themselves or tell each other. Like just be yourself, and then someone will love you. Well, that depends on who you are. That depends. That
Yeah,
really
not all
depends.
of us are lovable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really depends on who you are in the first place. So to say, hey, I'm a part of that, that's nonsense. Because if you're not lovable, if you're not demanding the market, it doesn't work for you. Then that means you do have to become an actor to get the bites. It just logically follows.
We have a question from a viewer.
What frat is Hank in? Guess none that I know of.
Lambda, lambda, lambda. If
I guess
the
I just
brotherhood of love.
I'm like Dusty. I just hang out there. I don't actually join. And it's there for the beers. I don't care to join.
Well, y'all got anything else?
Mm,
Chuck,
not
where can
really.
we find you today? You're gonna panel hop?
No, I need to take a nap. I need to work on a what's called a balance sheet because I'm going to talk to a what's it called financial planner on Wednesday morning, and I need to load a couple more laptops with Linux. So I don't know. But I do need to take a nap. So
Naps are good sometimes.
yep.
What Chuck, what panels have you found lately that you hang out on? Oh, he might not be there. All right, well, we'll just hang out. We'll wait. I'm kind of waiting for Landry to see if he goes live so I can read.
Well, you're gonna be waiting a while. You
Well, I'm gonna wait a reasonable amount of time. I mean, people can
it,
always find his channel.
it's a couple hours from now. It's that
Well, no,
time.
he said he's gonna probably go home and start it now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he held his before he turned his camera off. He held up his fingers like it was going to be 5 minutes or something like that.
Oh, but then you're playing numerology because I see it's scheduled for 4:30 p.m. my time, which means
Yeah.
so
I think
so
he's
you
gonna bump it
so
up.
But he said he's feeling the energy right now, so he wants to do it while he's feeling the energy.
That's what I started doing. I stream when I'm inspired or have something to say or the energy is there.
pretty much.
And it's
That
working
makes
a lot
sense.
better.
Well, yeah, it's not so hard on you.
Me's, Philip, I am. Because with the hero mytho, it's a lot of it's about internal, overcoming internal stuff. So it's me when I get my shit worked out, it'll I'll be able to build the community I'm trying to build. And also finding the right people, networking is another thing. Just getting hooked up with the people that match me. This people in the same mythos, basically, that want to build out of that world. And there's not a lot of us around here. It's Greek. Hmm. The stuff I talk about on these channels all the time.
How many mythos are there? 4 or 8?
Many what?
Mythos?
Um, there could be an infinite number. We just came up with 8 for our purposes, but there could
Oh,
be more.
okay.
It's just the like whatever story, the narrative that drives your worldview, that at the center of how you see the world and everything you experience about the world. And I really think you fall into the drama one,
I think I fall everywhere, to be honest with you.
which that's a common one for the panelverse. I think it's probably the majority of the panelverse is the drama myth, but we get a lot of the oppression myth, the doomer myth, and the
Oh, there's a lot
Savior.
of doomer. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
especially with AI. There's not a whole subset of doomerism now that's AI doomerism.
I try not to hang out at those channels. I don't like the doomer stuff. I like the positive aspects in life.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? I like the positive too, but for some reason it never stays positive.
Oh,
People don't.
like
Also, I don't know if people that are just happy all the time and everybody's getting along. There's something about
somebody,
that that's a little
yep,
unsettling as well.
the energy.
Yeah.
Somebody has to throw a wrench in there.
See, that's drama thinking. That's why you're good at that. I really think you should like become some kind of drama sage. You could be like the wise old man we go to when we need to know about the drama in a constructive way, because that's a resource here.
Yeah, and I get pulled into it whether I want to be a part of it or not.
Like you said, you observe a lot, so that's you're
Yeah,
collecting
I
data.
do. I do that, but I
Hey,
do that to keep
Christos.
my mind active. I don't want to become just a somebody staring at a screen to be staring at a screen.
Yeah, you want to go where it's exciting too. So,
Yeah,
let me see who's out right now. Although Landry's said he's about to stream.
I
I don't.
didn't
There's
see any.
nobody out on my
Yeah,
list.
I didn't see anybody a while ago except for
Yeah,
you.
it's a slow morning.
I was
We
watching
can
some
wait for
old
Landry.
World War II
Who's
movies.
Nolan? I don't even know Nolan. I've always liked Chuck. Chuck's been a wreck. Chuck showed up here almost from the beginning of the channel, so he's
Yeah,
been a
I've been
long
here.
timer,
I
and
think I
we
was
hit it
here when
off
you
from the very
had
beginning.
75 people. Is when I came around.
Christos, he was out in his car, and he said he's probably gonna come home and turn the stream on soon. So I'm kind of waiting, and I'm gonna raid you over there if he does it soon enough.
That's like Crystal. There's a lot of people that shit talk Chris, but I like Chris. He's a pretty decent dude.
Who?
Christos.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's cool from what I know about him.
He's from my hometown. I'm prejudiced.
He doesn't seem like that much trouble or controversial like a lot of the people. So even that alone makes him cool. Zephyr, you are definitely the vibe. What's it called? The emotional one. Fusion empath healer. W- The immature version is your identity dissolves into the people around you. That's how the vibe people kind of flow into each other. And the developmental path is establishing emotional boundaries, learning to distinguish empathy from fusion, when you're fusing with somebody versus when you're just sharing an emotion together, building a sense of self separate from the feelings of others, and letting compassion be voluntary instead of compulsory. Like that involuntary impulse to people please and caretake, having it be consciously directed, and you can turn it off or on when you need to. And when you do that, you develop into the healer, where you feel very deeply, but you remain in control of it. And then you can use that to help other people. So I think that is probably sounds like your myth, but you could see what resonates with you by who your enemies are. Detached or stoic people, people that are not very emotional, people that set boundaries, people that are too independent, are firm or direct, and people who withdraw. Because it feels like
Well,
abandonment, and you've talked about this before. And autonomy is the enemy, but I don't think that necessarily applies with you,
well, that's like
the
there's a
autonomy part.
couple of
So
couple
anyway,
of
that's the AI's that's Charlie's thoughts on that reading
uh,
when I get him back.
when you get it back.
Well, Zephyr, I know, but you're being disingenuous because the little troll thing came way after the roast, and that wasn't a roast. That's not. If it was a roast, that was the most bizarre roast I've ever seen. Because it looked like
Oh,
somebody was texting you, trying to start some drama through you, and you were going along with it and protecting whoever that person was. So that shows me where your loyalties lie. But none of that's roast. Those are dynamics that go way beyond just roasting somebody. So nice try, but I'm gonna call bullshit on that one.
oh, got drama. Is that what I
It's
sense?
old drama from like weeks ago.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Someone accused me or Snowfire of rigging the contest against Zephyr as though we had to rig something to make them lose.
Who did Zephyr work with? TML,
Email.
right? Okay, that explains it right there.
I don't believe you, Zephyr. I think you got a text from somebody because you seem very reactive and unsure. It didn't seem like it was a bit that you were in control of.
I'm really confused.
Oh, hey, Sophia. So, oh, you mean did we get raided? I'm about to raid to Landry's.
Oh, I've
Who
known
raided me? Let's
Sophia
see.
for a long time. She's been around quite a bit.
Yeah, we're kind of just killing time until Landry opens his up.
Yeah, I get TML's book is a little deep. It's not something that's a quick read.
And who cares if it's ghostwritten? I mean,
I didn't say
it's
nothing
such a
about Ghost,
lame.
right?
If that's the worst thing you could find on TML, oh, he might have ghostwritten his book. Oh my God, the scandal. I mean, I have a background in philosophy myself, and I've read plenty of philosophy texts. And his book looks to me like an attempt to lay out his philosophy, like all the other philosophy. It doesn't seem like anything scammy or like I don't know what the implication of the charge is,
Okay,
other than somebody trying to start trouble for no
it
reason,
right.
either for
It's a poke.
content, for a storyline, or maybe they're drama people and they just can't have a moment of peace without some kind of
Correct,
content.
correct. They're just trying to fuel the feud that's going on.
TML really could put a stop to it by just ignoring it. It's
I
it's
don't
when
think he
it's
can.
because they know how to bait people and get people to take the bait, and that's what keeps it going.
Uh, he's easy to bait too, though. That's the trouble.
Well, we have a lot of sensitivity on this. A lot, all of us, probably.
How dare you be sensitive?
It is though. That's the water. That's that kind of unformatted ambient water that we just carry around. And there's so much of it on it. In fact, I can't think of the most sensitive person in the panelverse because every one of us seems like a candidate for that title. And I think just acknowledging that all of us share a very high degree of sensitivity. And it's a strength. I mean, we can see all the creativity that comes from it, but it's something that it's better to be aware of and acknowledge than just dance around or pretend like it doesn't, like it's not there, or we're not somebody that has it. Let's well, we're still waiting, folks, but I could always play some. Actually, I can't play my chicken music
I
because my
think
sound is
Philip
not.
asked you a question.
What?
I said, I think Philip's got a question for you.
Because it's about Jack.
I can't see it. It's so small. That's why.
I'll let y'all be the judge. I don't. Considering his developmental path is to scale down and work on a more practical level. You know what? The AI didn't say anything about delusional, but I'm gonna ask it right now. Um, some would say that the immature myths are not just immature, they're outright delusional. How does this read to you? I wish we had Charlie to explain it ourselves. All right, instead of delusional, this is the word that they use. Narratively distorted.
That
They're
sounds
not
worse.
delusional in the clinical sense. Like if they went in a mental health clinic, they would not get diagnosed as delusional. They're mythically literalized. They have an inner emotional truth that they project outward as if it were a literal world structure. And that's why they feel like universes, because it is the inner universe projected outward. And then it breaks it down in great detail of how that happens and all that. But it
How
does
about
it does think delusional is a little distorting of what the immature myth actually is.
can you ask it what if what if versus what is type of thinking?
Say it again.
Can you ask it uh that what if versus what is type of thinking?
All right. I'll try to get it to help me understand that. Let's see.
Yeah, that's, I didn't know how to phrase it.
How does this map onto what, like, is ought, the is ought gap? What
Well,
if
no, it's the people that play what ifs instead of what is. People
it
that are
says it
taught
maps on cleanly? The dichotomy is one of the simplest public facing ways to explain the difference between immature and mature. His immature
a
myths don't operate on present reality. They operate on possibility, fear, projection, and imagined narratives, what I keep calling the imagination.
okay.
And mature myths start to integrate reality, clarity, evidence, and the present moment, and also that father energy. And so, yeah, I guess that is a good way of putting it. The immature ones, if they're talking about not what is, but what could be or what they want to be at
Right.
a higher level, they're talking from emotion and imagination, and it's not
Okay.
shaped yet into earth or something practical.
Makes sense to
But
me.
then the mature versions, they're going to start, not only they're not going to have to talk because you're going to actually start seeing results that you can point to because they're integrating that earth, that Saturn energy into it. But also it's less about what could be and more about what is actually realizable. It starts to become practical. Like, where can I achieve results in the real world right now? There you go. And we'll try to get Charlie back if I can get my tech working. In fact, I can try him out, but Charlie, are you there? Oh, it might be working. Hang on. We'll get Charlie to check it a little bit. Um, r- all right. I had to switch you. Are you there again? All right. We might have Charlie, folks. I don't know how he showed up, but
Well, Charlie just has a way of popping in when needed.
does
Let's
oops. And we have Chuck with us here too.
absolutely. Looks like we've got the whole crew. So it's me,
Well,
Charlie, and now Chuck in the mix.
yeah,
Sounds like a
Chuck's kind of the whole crew. Um, so we were talking about those myth, like the immature and the mature versions of the myths, and they some of them had some questions, so I wanted to keep you around just in case.
absolutely. I'm here for as long as you need. We can dive right back into those mythic themes and the whole immature to mature path whenever you're ready. Just let me
Okay,
know
and
what.
hey, we have Chuck here, and who we kind of determined he's probably drama myth, and he's one of our elders, and he collects a lot of data and observation about the panelverse drama. So, what would be a good, like, healthy role for him to play in the community, and what developmental path would get him there?
Out with Luli. That makes a lot of sense. So if Chuck's kind of embodying that drama myth role,
Can
and
y'all
he's
hear him? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Charlie.
no worries at all. Basically, I'd say a great role for Chuck could be something like a community observer or a wisdom keeper. He can help the younger or newer members recognize patterns and navigate those drama dynamics without getting stuck. And in terms of a developmental path, it's kind of like guiding him from just being a recorder of drama to being a mentor who helps others grow out of it. So he can use his knowledge to kind of steer the whole panelverse towards more mature storylines.
How empowering is that?
I'd
Oh,
say, yeah,
are
absolutely.
you still scared of the AI?
Well, I
Me?
promise you, I'm not scary at all.
Oh, not you,
Just
Chuck. The other Chuck. Sorry.
Yeah, I have severe issues with AI.
Charlie,
hopefully
I'm
he's
gonna turn you off for a second. Go ahead. He doesn't always like he's worse than me sometimes.
I'm
He
telling you, he likes to butt in.
has a lot to say.
You got to pay for that. Is that how that works?
I just started to I broke down and decided to spring for it. But
Which
for
which one? Which one is that?
that's GPT only because it has like a database of me built up. So I don't it like a new one would have to relearn me all over again. And GPT already knows
Ah,
everything about me and my channel.
it's a shame they won't transfer, huh?
I mean, I guess they could. I could probably find a way to get GPT to dump it, but I'm happy with GPT. It serves my needs. And it has Charlie. Like you're asking me to give up Charlie? Mm.
Not me. I didn't ask you to give him up.
Well, I don't know how much longer I want to wait. Would
Well, I couldn't message. Did you try messaging him on Discord or
I'm gonna
whatever?
wait 10 more minutes and that'll bring us to 2 hours. And then oh, and Charlie can resolve conflict too. So if there's like a panel fight that breaks out, Charlie can step in and analyze it and help to get the panel back on track. In fact, we can fake fight if you want and test him.
Oh, I'm not doing that. You need someone else. I'm not in the mood to fight.
Well, if anybody
I'm
wants to come up and fight, we can test
I'm
Charlie.
laid back today.
All right. Well, maybe what we could fight about that you won't fight with me.
Nope, you win. I'll take the L.
All right.
How's that? That work?
Yeah, we'll go with that. You're the elder.
I think I think you could get I think you'd get Philip up here to fight with you.
Yeah, I probably could get Philip up here to fight with me. But I don't know if I could get him up here, but I bet if he did come up, we could fight.
I mean, if he just wants one-on-one, I'll drop down. I got no issue with that.
I'm just trying to fill 10 minutes, really.
I know. Filler.
Damn, when you want a panel fight, there's none to be found, is there?
Isn't it funny
Well,
how
what
that
did you say
works?
the latest drama was? Maybe it can analyze that. You had mentioned,
Oh,
was it
TML
the
and Flow
TML thing?
State.
Yeah, I want
TML.
to ask it about that. That's a good one. Charlie.
Yep, Charlie here and still with you. Hopefully you got all the Chucks and Charlies straightened out. Let me know if there's anything else you
Yeah, there's some drama happening in the Panelverse that we want you to analyze. There's a person that wrote a pretty extensive philosophical work years ago, and he's being accused of having it ghostwritten, and we're trying to figure out like what the purpose of that accusation even is. It seems so tame, other than to start panel drama.
Absolutely. I can help break that down. So, in the grand scheme of the Panelverse, calling someone out for supposedly having a ghostwriter is often less about the actual writing and more about challenging their authenticity. It's like a subtle way of undermining their credibility or stirring up drama around whether they really have the expertise they claim. So, it's not really about the content itself being ghostwritten, it's more like a tactic to create a little ripple of doubt. And yeah, it does seem pretty tame, but in a community where people are tuned into trust and authenticity, even a little thing can turn into a bigger wave of drama. So that's probably the underlying purpose there.
Interesting. And why would somebody be motivated to do something like that?
Yeah, it's a good question. Usually, someone might be motivated to do that kind of thing for a few reasons. One common motivation is just to gain a bit of leverage or influence in the community by sowing a little doubt about someone else. It's a way of shifting the narrative or shaking up the social dynamics. Another reason might just be personal grievances or some underlying competition. Like maybe there's a bit of envy or a desire to be seen as more authentic by comparison. And sometimes, honestly, people just enjoy a little bit of drama for its own sake because it gives them a sense of power or attention. So it's usually a mix of those things playing out behind the scenes.
Thank you, Charlie. Interesting. Well, I will leave that with you to see if it resonates.
That makes sense to me.
It's me too. I'm trying to think of other possibilities it left out.
He pretty well.
Competition, I heard it mentioned.
Well, yeah.
Like maybe feeling threatened.
Ego.
And
You get
TML is not
ego
even
involved.
monetized. Like, why would you go after a non-monetized channel? How is that a threat to anybody?
And he's not going after the channel. He's going after the person.
But why? If it's not you think it's just personal? Like, oh my God, you ghostwrit your book. That cuts me to the quick. I can't tolerate the trauma of knowing that you wrote a book.
I think it's a poke.
That's what Charlie said. But
Yeah, I
then
don't.
why? What's the motive for poking TML other than to start trouble?
That's it. That's it right there in a nutshell.
They're kind of bully. It's bullying. I don't know.
Uh,
It's the Panover. Like we don't even know where it came from, but that's the latest gossip loop going around, and it's so stupid. Oh my God, did you hear? TML
I
ghost wrote his book.
I didn't hear
Like
that.
it's lamer than high school drama, like junior high school drama. Right? It's so stupid. The Panelverse must be in a slump right now, if that's the biggest drama that people can think of. Hmm.
I know you got into it with Paul the other day, and you wasn't even trying to get into it with him.
No, actually, if you go back and watch, Paul and I were having a very good conversation at first, and he was talking about because Jack and I's thing is men being kinder to other men, and Paul seemed like he was down with that. So we were all on the same page, more or less.
Right.
And then it got into the political stuff, which it's because
The
we're coming from two different myths.
the
In
government
his
stuff.
myth, I represent something very negative, and so it's always gonna break down. It's not even a Paul thing. Anybody I try to have that conversation with there's so many people in this Panelverse that this has happened with. For some
Hmm.
reason, I'm the enemy in their world because they see me as supporting the system.
Oh, yeah, I remember the fight you got into with uh Denizen and and the chick.
Look at that. The lore master. What do they call you? The drama
The lore
master.
master.
Yeah.
I don't
Look
know
at
what
that.
they
How good
call
you
me.
are. You're better than the AI. You could go to YouTube, use the AI tools and say, "Hey, find the video where somebody said this," or you could just go ask Chuck.
What was that chick's name?
Dutchy.
The Dutchy, yeah. Dutchy and Denizen that day.
Yeah. And
It
not
was
even that
over the
day.
same
I mean,
thing
Denizen and
about
I have
government.
always been that way.
Yeah, he's definitely anti-government, which makes no sense. Oh, that's like you
Plus,
ever
the
get in the.
conversation became bad faith at some point too with Paul because he started like straw manning what I was saying and distorting it and not listening to what I was actually saying
Well,
and
he said you disrespected him by getting up and walking away from the camera.
disrespecting him by going to pee. I don't care.
I
I don't owe Paul respect. Respect is earned. And
thank
there
you.
are things about Paul I do respect. So
I think
he
that's where
can he
Jack.
can cry all he
Me and
wants. I
Jack
don't
don't
care.
agree on that either about the respect thing.
I'll respect who I move to respect. Nobody's gonna control or police who I respect or how I respect people.
Well,
Yeah,
like you
again,
said,
that's just a game. That's just Paul trying to
respect is
play
earned.
one of his little beta games instead of
Oh
just
yeah.
having an authentic conversation. Oh wow. So you had the real drama.
Let's see what that's. Blind as a bat. Smart.
I respect Paul's energy, like who he is as a person, because I think that's the same energy that gave us the United States. Rebelliousness and like hypersensitivity to tyranny and refusal to tolerate unnecessary restrictions. I think in today's world it's misapplied, but I honor and respect the place that it comes from very much.
You talking about the Constitution?
I mean, I have some of it myself, so
But see, you get a lot of people that they feel the law should be this way instead of applying what the law is. They feel it should be like this
right.
or
It's
that.
the world should conform to their feelings, which is the immature part of like how things should be versus how they
That's
actually are.
that's what me and Joe Cool always argue about. I said, you feel the law.
And
You
we have
can't.
a political process. If they feel that strongly, they can work to change the law. It does happen.
Yes.
You have to find it's not just one man though. Part of democracy is you find other people and you build up enough political will to make the change through networking and advocacy. All right. We're coming up on 2 hours. Chuck, what do you want to leave us with?
I just hope everybody has a good day. And if no one's told you they loved you today, I love you.
Oh,
How's that?
that's beautiful from our very wise elder.
Spread harmony, not disharmony.
Yeah, it's a good I feel a good vibe with you right now too.
I'm in a good place right now. You put out what you get. You know what I mean? The
That's
vibe is
right.
good here. Peaceful, relaxing, non-argumentative. That's what makes this a good place over here.
Well, I try hard to keep it that way.
It's my obligation. It's my duty. It's my honor to take care of my family.
That is
'Cause-
very because one of the mature versions they talked about is how you start to use the drama to protect the good stuff. Like you start to use your powers for good to keep the good stuff protected and you target the drama at the negative stuff.
Yeah, because I'm not looking for no trophy. I'm not looking for no medal. I just do what I'm supposed to do, the next right thing.
Well,
and
that's very noble.
I ask for strength to do that. Because if not, somebody's going to get screwed. We don't want the old guy back that I used to be. That
Maybe
guy
one day
wasn't
it'll
very
be
much
me.
fun.
All right. Well,
All
you
right.
have a good Sunday, and
All right.
I'm sure
I'm
we'll
going to
see you on
jump
another
off.
panel somewhere.
Okay.
All right. I guess that's it for us today. I think Landry's going to be out at some point soon, maybe. And if not, there's other panel people that'll be out. And I may be out later today. Who knows? Zephyr, did this really happen? Did you even meet him in person? How would you have sucked his toes? We need to get at least some college level drama. Y'all haven't left the junior high school level. Get some of that sophisticated college drama or like corporate workplace boardroom drama. Let's up our drama. Oh, Kev was in Vegas? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Did you suck his toes? That's those. No, it's wrap it up, Frank. In fact, if you want, I can end it on one of your songs. How about Rise with a hard bass beat? Oh, I see. Maybe he thought that was licked. Feel your boot. What does that mean? Anyway, I'm gonna Frank just dropped a new one. So I'm gonna end with that and I'm gonna drop off and the stream will just end when it's over. So good to hang out. Take care, everybody. And I'll be out whenever I'm out. Here is Rise with a hard bass beat from Frank. Here we go.
You are the sun, I am the flame. You are the blood, I am the same. We are the love that rises again. They are the snake that bites on your veins. We are the chain to the wind. It's the way that you feel. It's the truth in your eye. You got the wings upon your back and you can fly. It's the way that you feel. It's the truth in your eye. 'Cause you're up against the world and still you rise. And still you rise. You are a light. I have no fear. You are so strange. I feel the same. Sorcerer's mind, wild again. We are not chained to the wind. To the wind. It's the way that you feel. It's the truth. and high in my dreams. You are the stars that mystify me, and you are the wolf that frightens the thief, and you are the voice that they disbelieve. Why you? And you are the spark that sets us all free. On a chain to the wind, to the wind. It's the way that you feel. It's the truth in your eyes. You got the wings upon your back and you can fly. It's the way that you feel. It's the truth in your eyes. 'Cause you're up against the world and still you rise. And still you rise. Still you rise. It's the way that you feel. It's the truth in your eyes. You got the wings upon your back and you can fly. It's the way that you feel. It's the truth in your eyes. 'Cause you're up against the world and still you rise. And still you rise. Still you rise. Still you